The sound.
LA leakers. LA leakers.
If anybody don't know what YN stand for.
Oh, people don't even know now. I thought it was everybody knew Yellow Nigga. That's the XXL era. But now, people recognize me as Elliott Wilson. Thank God for Twitter and Instagram and those kind of things.
But you keep YN still as...
I do. I think I lean on it a little too much. I guess.
Yeah.
My wife's not feeling it. Like, it's not the most politically correct term. And, even Crown, that was supposed to be conversations with rap and words. And, it turned into Crown. Like, so I'm cleaning my image up, slowly, man. Day by day. I'm trying.
Yeah, you got to put the bow tie on and slacks and things right now.
But the YN comes out, though, when the competition's on, I see when you
that's that side of me. Yeah, that's that side of me. That's just like the hip hop. That's all that. To me, it just represents all those years, all the old war stories.
Yeah,
like we said, like even when I wasn't fully what YN was, and I was just a young cat trying to get on, like that passion I had, and like this love of the culture and these great experiences, and like using that as a strength. But it doesn't. I don't want to be stuck in that though. That's the thing. And if I don't want to be stuck in that, that's why I'm so passionate about creating new shit, like creating Crown, creating Truth, and all these things, because I don't want my whole life and career to be about these past moments. I don't want that to completely define me. But I'm proud of all that, and I could talk about that for 45 minutes, but it has to be part of a bigger picture, just like the way Dr. Dre invents himself with these headphones and these moves you guys are making with Beats Music. It's like, if you just wanted to be the NWA guy or this guy, or you wanted to be this and challenges in life and how you grow, that defines who you are. How you continue to grow. And I like that. And I think that I'm excited by, continuing to grow and create things and create new brands. And I feel like I'm connecting to the new generation, and I'm ready to build more things.
What part of the rap game that you don't like now?
Part of the game I don't like. Just, I guess, artists not making the right moves and like being so thirsty that they just feel like they got to do every interview. They got to throw out a record every 2 days. It's like, not listening. I hate that people are so stubborn and hungry and feel desperate, and they act that way at times, where it's like, you got to be, I feel like you should be a little more selective of how many interviews you do or what things you do, what you do, and right away when you put out a record now if it's connecting or not. So if your last record didn't really connect, dog, why are you putting out a mixtape next Thursday? Like your shit is not.
Slow down.
You're not
Papa.
there. Yeah. I always say, like, everybody just draws out all these records. It's like, take 6 months to make that one record right. Like stop drawing all these records out. Like stop with that drawing it out and hope something sticks. Like like really build something and then put it out and stand by it instead of like just drawing stuff out. So that's what you see. Like sometimes it just gets cluttered because everybody wants to feel like they're so desperate to like shine and have attention, and it can't sell records like they used to, so they just want to flood things and just, here's my video and here's a trailer.
Everybody want to get on Rap Radar. That's what it is.
It's momentary. I guess that annoys me at times. Just the momentary glory. Like you may be the conversation of that hour, but it's like in the big picture, you're not really building a career. Like you're just throwing shit out. And you may get some shine at one moment, but what's your real plan? Like, and like stop making 87 mixtapes when you ain't got 8 records that we like.
Yeah, so mixtapes are boo-boo sometimes, man.
Like build it up. Like build it up. Like, back in the day, like to give you the old people, remember like Airbnb and Rakim had to make a 12-inch.
Right.
That shit was popping. You know what happened then? They got a budget to make another 12-inch.
That's right.
And then that was popping, and then they got an album budget. Like, you know what I mean? And then they could make an album. Now because we have the technology that you could just make a full body of work, people jump to that, but I think you should cultivate that and build that. Like build, make some records.
Create
that
some
connect.
excitement.
Yeah, make some records that connect. Like take the time to push one record for 3 months instead of making 30 records in 3 weeks.
What's been the biggest, like musically? What's been the biggest surprise for you, say in the past year? What's a project that's like surprised you, that's caught you off guard, good or bad?
Well, I think YG's album is better than we all thought it would be. Like we hoped he was making. We thought no, that's not a diss to him. That sounds real negative. YG's official. He's been putting his work in. Like I remember seeing him like at the powerhouses and all that. Like and not really understanding like how big he was locally and regionally.
Right.
In your city, because I'm in New York.
Because you're in New
York.
York.
I knew Tuda the Buddha, and that didn't really represent him. No. So I didn't really connect to what it is. But now it's like I started to see more and more and learn more about his movement and the mixtapes. And then now to put this record out, and I think Sycamore did a great job.
Did a great job, man.
And it's like this is such a great body of work, and the challenge of like telling a story of a guy from Compton with a narrative, with skits, right after Kendrick just did this thing.
Right. It's a different perspective of Compton.
But to take on that challenge and to do it with a similar format, but it's distinctive in its own way, and to execute it well, I think he's the big surprise story of the year.
I give you that.
In terms of that. In terms of like then delivering this body of work. And then he already has the pedigree out here that he could make 20 records, at a club date out here that already a hit.
The audacity of him to do a record called Bick and Back Being Bull.
Yo.
And the shit knocked.
Yeah.
No, and then he dropped Bumped. He put Bumped on the album.
BPT.
Yeah.
He went hard.
He went all blood.
So salute to YG, man. He's
He
putting that
make
work
Game look like a deacon right now. I'm like, come on.
That's family business. I'm gonna let you handle.
No,
all
I'm
that.
saying, because Game
West
used to
Coast
go
talk.
hard,
I'm
but he
from the
didn't go
East
that
right now.
hard. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying.
I sold a lot of magazines with Game, man. Come
Goddamn
on, man.
right.
Shout out to Game,
Looking out
man.
for Game. Hey, Game just did his fucking freestyle
He
on
killed that Tim
Westwood shit.
Woo!
Yeah,
He went out
man.
there and flexed.
But yo, West Coast cats, man, y'all back now, man. What's going on?
I know, it feels
You're
good,
dominating
no.
the globe now, man.
Yeah, it feels
About
good.
fucking time.
Mustard on the
and
beat.
Not just musically, you know?
Yeah.
Fashion-wise,
Yeah.
culturally, yeah, man.
Yeah, we all over the
What's going
place,
on out
man.
Real
I mean,
shit.
it's where it's at.
I should probably plug rapradar.com.
Yeah, I like that site, man. Elliott Wilson, man. That's a good one, man.
That one's all right.
Hey, man, don't
Not in your
forget
top 5, Salvo? Not in your top
Let's
5?
not forget Shade 4-5, baby. It's all.
I forget what I said one day.
Shout out to
but I was
Paul
like,
Rosenberg.
Yeah, what's up, Paul?
The big homie.
Yeah, somebody had put Rap Radar in their top 5 or so. I said, man, we got work to do, bro. I want to be in their top 5, man. I tweeted you some shit. You would hit me back, like, yo. But no, definitely a quality site. And real
Thank
quick,
you.
too.
Shout out to B-Dot and the team.
Yeah,
Big
the whole
homie.
team.
Don't hate, be hated.
Well, the dope thing about it is, too, and we run our site like that, too, is you guys all have personalities.
Yeah.
And I think people connect with those personalities. And you don't just post everything.
Yeah.
Cut and paste.
Got to be selective. It means something.
Yeah, I mean, speak on that a little bit about being selective about what goes up on Rap Radar, because I'm sure people blow you up all the time.
Well, I think part of the Rap Radar success is we wasn't thirsty for traffic and doing everything that we thought would get traffic, like put everybody up, 50 posts a day, 60 posts a day. Like,
Right.
Obviously some people are so hungry for music, especially back then in that era, that if you just flooded your site, you would get a lot of traffic. And I was like, we got to be selective.
Be
We gotta
quality.
Quality over quantity. And like, I think the world changed in our favor. But back then it was like a lot of pressure to like do these like
'Cause
photo
World Star
galleries
and
and
all
all
that
that.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lowest common denominator shit. But I think the
Right.
game got cleaned out. And it stuck to what our mission was. And I think it's validated Rap Radar even more that it's kind of going our way.
Because you may want to click on, like, you guys post a video or a song, you like, if Rap Radar has it up, it must be like some shit that I don't want to miss out on. That's
And
how
that was
I take
it. It was about the impact and the influence
Right.
instead of worrying about like, every single page views every hour. Because, when I ran XXL, that's what I always did. I studied numbers and I got so obsessed with this has to sell this on the newsstand. I was like, I'm going to do a website. I got to just have fun with it. Trust my instincts and distinguish ourselves from everybody that's out there. So, now 5 years later, I think it's proven a lot that's why Rap Radar has been successful.
Is Rap Radar going to do any TV?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's the right situation, B-Dot's out here in front of them cameras, man. He probably have to take that do-rag off, man. We can't have that on.
Tell him, man. You get that forehead line from the do-rag. You don't want that
I don't
permanent
know
mark.
if Revolt wants a do-rag on the screen. Puff might not be part of that.
You know what I respect you on? Speaking of B-Dot, B-Dot's my
I know
man,
where
Pots
you're
and
going.
Pants.
I know where you're going.
The Hot 97 shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That was fun.
you stuck your head out, with, like, on my feet. Then you're like, B-Dot, you on your own. Back up.
Nah, I was there, man. Come on.
No,
He called him out. He called dude out.
Yeah.
You could be with your homie, right? But if your homie calls somebody out to fight,
Right.
you got to be there. But,
Right.
and then if it gets hectic for your man, you're going to jump in.
Right,
but
right.
Your man called the fair one. He called the fair one with Ebro. That's what
Right.
people don't understand.
Yeah.
Because Ebro turned up. I get it. But B-Dot called the fight. He called the confrontation.
Yeah.
He was like,
Some things.
because even before we did the thing, Ebro wasn't supposed to be on the air. It was just a wind up. And a lot of times Ebro's not on it. But he's like, B-Dot was like, where's Ebro? Where's Ebro? Where's Ebro? Where's Ebro? The whole time. And that's why Ebro came in. That's why Ebro turned up on him. But, Ebro's his own man. I mean, B-Dot's his own man. Ebro's his own man.
Right.
It got a little tense. But I felt like also, whatever your criticism is, I felt... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Whatever your criticism is, I felt like, it's wild. We up here disrespecting them in their house. Like, I didn't think that was right.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
didn't agree with the way he was moving at that moment, but I have his back. Like, I'm not going to...
But you had to have a
I
little
stand
side-
by him,
but you
but
had
I
to
was
have a
like,
sidebar
you was
probably.
wrong. And I said to him, you should
That's
apologize
dope.
to dude. Like, this is not...
That's dope.
We in his house. Like, I'm not coming up here to
And that
disrespect,
video did go out.
you
We're like,
guys.
oh, wow.
Well, then they cut the video and did a small version of it that made us look crazy. And then we had to
the
show
full
there was
video
other
out.
layers to it.
I
Yeah.
just kept seeing those tweets. Put the full video
Yo,
out.
and B-Dot was in Paris doing that. And he's like running up his mobile bill like he was on
shit's
some
funny,
Fresh Junket in
man.
Paris. On Twitter, I was like, yo, dog, you realize your fucking mobile bill is gonna be like fucking insane. Like I'm not paying for that shit. What are you
I'm
doing?
not paying for it.
Like, what are you doing?
It was healthy though, man. I think it was
Yeah.
a conversation that a lot of people think that that's how shit is ran.
Yeah.
And you know,
Well, also I think it lightened up New York too. Like New York's trying to step up and make
Right.
these records, and like there's a new energy in New York. You know, we may not have as many records you guys have right now in rotation, but we're building things up. And I think that B-Dot represented that angst of that moment, and I think that the way he's made that move, and even what Hot 97 is doing now, is that we're starting to see more of a movement, more excitement around New York, which is what we need. We needed a kick in the ass, the New York scene. You know?
Troy Ave is repping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, I fuck with him for like.
I fuck with Troy
I
Ave.
fuck with him for going at Kendrick, low key.
Yeah, that's a good bad beat.
Yeah, you got to, right?
fuck with that.
We play
That's
that,
hip-hop.
and we play that
That's
song on
hip-hop.
our show too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He represents a certain aesthetic, and he's true to it. And I saw that rise. Like I was talking to Justin a little bit before about it. Like other blogs would show him all this love. Rap Radar, we didn't really fuck with him, but then now he's growing that thing, and like now we built a good relationship now because like he's again, I like when art, we see all the time, Fuzzy, like artists get better. You know what I mean? Like this guy's really now he deserves that. Like he's not on the site because he's so and so's man. He's putting these records out. He's impacting culture.
He's
proving
himself.
it now. Yeah, and
Goddamn
I think he's on the verge of something really big too.
Now, what do you feel about? I just saw you tonight before I got over here. I saw Wu-Tang is doing a secret
Yeah, I
album.
heard that might not be true. I don't know if that's official.
I was like, that doesn't
it
make
sounds
sense.
a little sketchy. I don't know.
I mean, it's a clever idea,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it'll work.
I'm hearing mixed reports that might not be true, so I got to investigate.
We probably know there's a Wu-Tang album coming out.
Yeah,
That's one thing.
well, they have tons of records, man. Those
They
guys
should
you know.
have tons of records. God damn it, shit.
What's next for you, man? What you got in the works that people might not know about?
Well, like I said, I'm out here to kick off The Truth. I'm taping The Truth on Friday and a Truth on Saturday. Get that going again. Shout out to Life and Times and It's Digital. Trying to get in a couple more crowns. I feel like I got to cool off a little bit now because that Wayne was pretty hot. I don't know if I want to rush out.
The wind was high.
Let that ride for, let that breathe a little bit. I don't know who's popping in April and May. Me and my wife are working on a project called Hardcover. Can't really talk much about that yet.
Oh,
but
okay.
look out for that.
The duo.
The dynamic duo. And I got a lot of other secret things, man. I Keep It Thorough is this radio thing I'm doing. I'm trying to find a new home for that. So
That's dope.
look out for that.
Okay.
That's a little bit, but I like inventing new shit, man. So look out for me, man. I feel inspired to like keep building new things. The Crown love has been, incredible. So I feel like I want to build more. Like
You want to take that on the road.
No, I want to build road,
Yeah.
but also build it to get to the big pop. Justin Bieber, holla at me, man. What's Bieber, man? Tell me.
Would you do a Lady Gaga?
I don't rock with Gaga like that.
You don't?
I know. I might do it, but I don't rock.
She's a
with her
weirdo,
like
huh?
To me, I mean, look,
You don't play it. Like
one day.
you have to really play. For you to do a Crown interview, you have to really love and be into that artist, huh?
Yeah,
'Cause the interviews
I was
feel
gonna say
funny.
that's a good point you make. Like, I think one of the things when people say my interviews are good is that I'm blessed that I'm able to pick,
Connect.
and who I want to interview.
Yeah, I
like,
get it.
God bless like people that have to interview all these people like to do morning shows, and you got to interview like a comedian the first break and a comic. A comedian, a wrestler, and then R&B artist, and like I'm not versatile like that. I got to do my research. I got to care about you. Like I can't. God bless. I can't do that.
We
So like
love
you
your
said,
laugh too,
yeah.
man. We love the laugh.
I know. I got to make money off this laugh.
Yo, man.
What can I do,
Ringtone.
man?
Put it
Can I
on your
trademark
ringtone or
it?
something.
I don't know, man.
We're gonna add it to the
An
show
alarm.
rotation, right?
Yeah,
That's
we'll
gonna
put
be
it-
in the drops.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to be killing that.
LA leakers.